Hey, Will here from PPC Coach. So yesterday I started training group coaching members on my 30 and 30 method, and I've got a couple of questions from people outside the group coaching program on what exactly this method is. So I thought, why not shoot a quick video and I'll just explain it to everybody else. So let's dive right in. First, there are about three main problems that people are having right now when they're selling print on demand products. And those are things like necklaces, message cards, coffee mugs, travel mugs, even t shirts and hoodies. I mean, those are print on demand products that you can sell. Um, but it's not easy. So, the first major issue that people are having is they're banned from Facebook ads. This used to be the absolute number one way that you could make money with print on demand. Tons of people are on Facebook. So what you do is you'd run an ad on Facebook, sell your product, everyone's happy. You would usually make a lot more than you put in as well. So you could spend like say $20 and you make $40 back. That would put $20 in your pocket. It was really, really good. Like the glory days of Facebook ads were awesome. I loved it. Unfortunately, not anymore. That's not the case. Facebook is now ridiculous. I mean, yesterday they just announced they missed their first quarter earnings, and I think as of time of the shooting, their stock is down like 25%, and there's a reason for that. And the reason is they're dropping the ball. They're losing focus. They're banning people for no reason. And then when you go to ask, hey, why'd you ban me? They don't respond at all. So I think Facebook is going to be on the downhill slide, and it sucks. But I mean, that's what happens online. Companies come, companies go. You just have to adapt, adjust, and move forward. So anyway, that's problem number one. Problem number two is people are not putting in enough effort. I'll be honest. I mean, they'll launch one or two things. If it doesn't work, they quit. I'm like, how? Why? What? What are you doing? That's not how this works. Multiple tests have to be done. 1 out of 10 might be a winner. If you don't test enough products and campaigns, you are going to fail, guaranteed. No two ways about it. So every time I have somebody that I'm coaching and they're like, this doesn't work, I'm not making any money, I'm spending money on ads and nothing's coming in and this is awful and blah, blah, blah. My first question is, show me your work. Show me what you've done. And 9 times out of 10, they've done very little to nothing. And I'm like, okay, so you put in very little to no effort. And what did you get out? Very little to no results. It is a direct correlation on how much time, energy, budget, money that you put into something. That's what you're going to get out. If you don't do anything, you're not going to get anything. That's the way it works. Anyway, number three, the third problem is no one knows how to get free traffic to their products anymore. It seems everybody's so focused on running ads that, no one really teaches it. So no one does it. So they have blinders on to the free traffic methods that are out there. And that's a shame because free traffic is a very, very good thing. When you can build up a network and that just pumps out sales day after day after day for free, nothing beats that at all. That's the most passive income and autopilot stuff that you can do. I mean, setup is required, but once it's set up, you're good to go. So now I'll tell you, those three problems I just mentioned are now solved. The method that I show has about 5 steps to it. And I'm going to explain them now real quick for you. So the first step is you have to pick a niche. Okay, you can go broad, but I do suggest you niche down. And I'm Canadian, so I say niche. I know elsewhere in the world they say niche. I don't care. I say niche. Niches are always better. You need to find a good one. And a good one involves the following. It has to be passionate people. They have to be very passionate about what they're into. They also have to be easy to find online. So if you have people that are passionate, but you can't find them online, that's not a good niche at all. And the third thing is it has to be easy to find things that you can sell them. So as an example, if you want to get into, say, the niche is, I don't know, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And I'm saying this because there's a huge page out there with that. If you want to get into that niche, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, that's great. They're passionate. They're easy to find because there's a lot of groups out there. There's a lot of memes out there. There's a lot of stuff out there about them. But what do you sell them? What do you sell them that is not trademarked by them? That's where you run into difficulties. So you want to make sure that they're not only passionate, not only easy to find, but you have products that you can put in front of them to sell them. Okay, that's the key to it all. It's got to be like easy. All those boxes have to be checked. The second thing you have to be able to do is you have to find content you can show them. So online memes work great. If you gather up 60 memes minimum, that's what you're going to need in order to do the 30 and 30 method properly. Memes are not hard to find. You put them into a content folder, and then what you do is you put like basically 2 memes per day, 1 product per day when you're posting. And that's why it's 30 and 30, because you're posting 30 products, one a day for 30 days straight. So after you find this content, put it in a folder, you're going to move on to the next step, which is number 3, and that is actually creating your product. So you see, there's a lot of work to do before you even get into the actual promotion. You got to do the research, the setup, you got to find the content, you got to get all that going. You need 30 to start, and I say 30 because that's a mountain of products for people to tackle, no matter what experience level you're at. But when you're willing to put in the effort to do 30 products and put one a day out there into the universe for people to hopefully see and buy, that's a good thing. You're going to get results. Now, setting up 30 products from scratch can take a while. There's no doubt about it. Even me, I'm really, really fast at all this stuff because I've done it thousands and thousands of times. And it can take me to set up 30 products, probably about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes per product. So, I mean, you do the math, that's a lot of hours that you're going to be spending just setting up products. You'll be putting one out per day for 30 days to get there. That's why you need 30. So these products can be mugs, coffee mugs, necklaces, message cards, candles, travel mugs, whatever you want. You can even do t-shirts, hoodies. You just need 30. And it can be a mix and match of them all too. So the fourth part is you're going to be creating social media accounts. You're going to need accounts on Pinterest. You're going to need Instagram. You're going to need a Facebook page. You're going to need a Facebook group. And you're going to need a Twitter account. You have to set those up because that is where you're going to be posting your content and your products. And then the fifth part is we're going to use automation to do this. I don't want to go in and manually set up posts on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, um, and Pinterest every day. I don't want to go into each individual one and try and schedule it. That will just drive me nuts. I don't want to do that. So there are programs out there that automate all this for you, which is really, really good. So you can set it up to automatically post whichever ones you say, 2 pieces of content and 1 product post, and you can set it for 1 per day for 30 days straight. You could post 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening, and once you've got that set up, you're pretty much rocking and rolling. That is the system. It works. Believe me. You're casting a huge wide net out into the interwebs to bring people to your products for free. It's a great way to really make money with print on demand without paying for ads. I'll tell you that. So you're posting 30 products in 30 days. That's why it's called the 30 and 30 method. If you want to check it out, go here. So I'm going to put it up there. It's ppc-coach.com/learn more. It's challenge number 30 in my group coaching program. I've done a lot of them. Now, here's a couple other questions I've been getting to help you out, just from people. So number one question I get on the 30 and 30 method is, do I need to run ads? No. As we said, the method is 100% free traffic. There's no ads that you're going to be running on it. Second thing, do I need a Shopify store? No. I tend to use companies that will do all the heavy lifting for me. You can certainly do it with a Shopify store, and there are a lot of benefits to having a Shopify store, but the monthly cost, the app costs, the fees, and the setup can be daunting, especially if you're kind of newer to this. So you don't need it. I've got my 2 favorite companies that I use, and they work very well. I've done over 7 figures with one of them. So the third question people always ask is, okay, if I'm selling these products and I'm not using a store, do I have to do customer service? And the answer is no. And thank God, because customer service is awful. Doing it online, you'll want to pull your hair out every day. Like it's not fun at all. People will order something, and then a couple of them will be like, within an hour or two, they'll say, "Hey, I ordered this on your store. Where is it?" And it's like, you just ordered it like an hour ago. What do you mean, where is it? We haven't even processed things yet. Or 7 days later, if they don't have it, you're going to get an email. And then day 8, day 9, day 10, day 12, day 13. And if it takes longer than that, man, you're in trouble, because now you're in chargeback land and refund land. And you got to deal with that person and give them money back and pay a fee. It's not fun at all. Customer service is not a good thing. You can outsource it. with a Shopify store. I've done that, and it's not easy either. So you don't have to do it because we're going to use two platforms for this, and they handle that part, which is awesome. So the fourth question is, do I need to buy inventory up front? You're telling me to make like mugs and necklaces and message cards and whatever else, candles, t-shirts, hoodies. Do I have to buy a bunch of blanks and then get a press and then put my designs onto the press, and then do I have to pack it? Do I have to print it? Do I have to ship it? Do I have to fulfill it? Do I have to update the tracking number to the customer? The answer is no. You don't. Print on demand means you don't buy anything up front at all. It's one of the best like business models out there by far. So I love it. The fifth question is, what happens next? Well, after you finish your first 30 and 30, I suggest you do another. So pick another niche and do another, or use the same niche and do another. It doesn't really matter what you do, but you can use the same niche with different accounts. So if you had like one Facebook page, say it's for the dog niche, and you're like, dogs are my best friend, and then you could create another Facebook page called like cute dogs of the internet, and you could have both of those running the 30 and 30 method just under different accounts. I mean, why not? If you already have the products made, then I do suggest, especially in the big niches like dogs, you can run multiple accounts and run the same products in multiple accounts. Just use a little bit different content if you want, or use the same content. Honestly, nobody's even going to notice. So keep doing them. The more you have out there, the better. It's like throwing spaghetti against the wall. The more you throw at the wall, the higher the odds are that one of them is going to stick. So, listen, I fully understand that this stuff can seem like a foreign language when you're first starting out. It is not easy to sell print-on-demand products online, but you've got two basic routes you can take if you want to succeed. So, the first route seems to be very popular. It is called the hard way. So the hard way means you go to YouTube, you search for like how to sell a mug online as an example. You'll get tons of videos. Most are kind of clickbaity types. Most are from people who've never sold a mug online or necklace or message card or whatever it may be. Then you're going to go try to implement whatever method they tried to show you. You'll fail, you'll get discouraged, you'll be pissed off, you'll be right back to square one. This way stinks. The hard way is something I've done my whole life, and I have a PhD from the School of Hard Knocks, and I wish I didn't have to have this because I would much rather take the easy way. And the easy way is something I did in my own business too. You get some help. You find an expert who has sold over 7 figures so far to get that expert to teach you. That speeds up your learning curve. That answers all your questions. That gets you to profits faster. Just be careful who you trust. There are a lot of scammers out there. Don't fall for those revenue only screenshots that you see all over the YouTube and Facebook groups and everything. They love showing those because they're huge, but in reality, what they actually put in their pocket is maybe 15 to 20% of that number, if that. Some of them will even, I know guys that lose money to get a big screenshot that they can then show so they can bring in more people for coaching. And it's there. I mean, how do you sleep at night? I don't get it. So when you see one, always ask, hey, that's cool. What was the real profit on that? So basically, what I'm saying is you should be in my group coaching program. That's the easy way. So what is this thing? Well, I'll tell you before I do. Back when I first started online in 2005, part-time, I was working at TD Ameritrade, and I needed to figure out how to make money online because I hated my job. I hated being in a cubicle. I couldn't stand it. It was awful. Um, I was miserable. So anyway, I took the night shift at TD Ameritrade, so I didn't have to take the calls as a like stock and option guy entering orders. So I took the calls and I could spend my whole 8-hour shift just surfing the internet. I actually found a mentor who taught me my first business model that I ever did, which was secured loan leads. He taught me everything. And then without him, I wouldn't be sitting here in my mobile office right now doing this video to you because he taught me the ropes. He showed me everything. I might have been able to figure it out on my own, but it would have taken me so long and I would have got so discouraged I couldn't do it. So anyway, that's kind of what my group coaching program gives. It's the place where I do 3 live training sessions per month, which is awesome. You watch me do it all over the shoulder. The 30 and 30 method is currently being taught over my shoulder inside my group coaching program. So you do see me do all the steps, and then basically you can repeat it in your account. So right now, you know what the 30 and 30 method is, but to actually implement it, there's always some technical stuff you got to do and some other stuff that you have to make sure is in place so that it works. And that's where the program comes into play. So if you want to learn more, just click the button on this video. It's either below or beside it. The last thing I wanted to mention about the 30 and 30 method is this. It's awesome. That's it. It works. But I can't make you take action on it. So it goes back to the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Sometimes, no matter how thirsty they are, you just can't. And I've learned that as a coach. So maybe you've been trying for a while without any results. Maybe you've been duped before by coaches who really shouldn't be coaching anyone. Maybe you're just sick and tired of using paid ads to get sales. Well, I mean, if that's you, then my 30 and 30 method inside my group coaching program is 100% for you. So I'd love to have you in there, but I can't make you. Hopefully you choose to give it a shot. I mean, it's like Michael Scott says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And maybe I can get that and put that like right here over my shoulder for you. Truer words were never spoken. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like to help the old algorithm show it to more people. Last question for you. What have you tried so far to make money online? Please post your answer in the comments and let me know. I do read every single one, and I want you to go out there right now and have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.